There was one piece that you mentioned that I want to bring up because I think it would serve all the men in this group too. And that was about how do I keep polarity going with text, like long distance and things like that. Very easy. Very easy to create polarity on digital formats, particularly text, because you have so much fucking time to think about what you're going to do next. In real life, you got, but through these other mediums, you got time to be kind of intelligent in the way you respond to certain things. So I can't, I'm not going to do a whole discourse. I've thought about doing an entire webinar on polarizing through texting. But one thing to remember is that alpha, right, doesn't ask questions. I want to know how you're feeling. Tell me what you're doing, right? Instead of, hey, what's going on? Hey, how are you feeling? Can you see the difference? Yeah? It's subtle. It's significant. Another thing is no emojis. Get rid of the emojis. Only periods. Only periods in the things you say. So just that guideline. Alpha speaks in sentences. Alpha uses periods. But, like one complaint I'll get from women a lot is like when she texts guys, it's just like, hey, da 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 da. And then he's just like, yes, period. And then she's like, what the fuck? And then she like, sends him a texting, da, 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 and he's like, no, period. So you don't want to do it overkill. You're not doing it to the point to just be numb and dense and unavailable to her. That's not polarizing to her. That's just like, oh, I can't get anything out of you. You know what I mean? She wants to play. She wants to be engaged. She wants to be entertained. So be in the conversation with her. Play with her. But you can use that technique. How do I say this thing so I make it not a question, right? And see what you come up with. And it's a beautiful way that you could start to polarize her and invite her into your life. Because you're not, what the last thing I'll say without getting too much deeper into it is, we're not tricking her. This isn't the pickup arts. You're not fabricating something to manipulate her. Feel what you authentically feel you want to communicate to her in the moment, but then intelligently recognize, I want to do this to create polarity, not to depolarize her.